Character is the foundation of every successful life. It defines who you are, not just in moments of ease, but in times of difficulty. Many of us go through life trying to avoid hardship, thinking that comfort is the ultimate goal. But let me tell you, comfort does not build character, challenges do. If you want to grow into the fullness of your potential, you must develop the strength to stand firm, even when everything around you is shaking. Building a strong character requires the understanding that comfort is not the ultimate goal in life. We live in a world where ease and convenience are often seen as markers of success. People tend to believe that the more comfortable their life is, the more they are winning at life. But here's the truth: comfort does not forge character. It doesn't strengthen your inner being or give you the resilience you need to navigate life's inevitable challenges. In fact, the more comfortable you become, the more susceptible you are to weakness, because comfort can numb you to growth. Growth, by its very nature, requires you to step outside of what's easy and familiar into areas of challenge and discomfort. Consider the analogy of physical exercise. If you want to strengthen your muscles, you don't achieve that by lying on the couch and avoiding all forms of physical strain. Your muscles only grow when they are pushed beyond their current limits, when they are subjected to resistance and pressure. The same is true for your character. It doesn't grow in moments of ease. It grows when you face obstacles that challenge who you are, how you think, and what you believe. When we avoid difficulty or run from adversity, we essentially rob ourselves of the opportunity to build strength. Every challenge is an opportunity to develop a deeper sense of resilience. It's in those moments of hardship where your true character is tested and refined. Without challenges, there is no refinement, no sharpening of your inner resolve. Think about it this way: if life was always easy, you would never know how strong you could become. You would remain stagnant, living within the boundaries of your comfort zone, never reaching the heights of your potential. To develop strong character, one must be willing to endure discomfort, and not just endure it, but embrace it as a necessary ingredient for growth. The problem with seeking comfort all the time is that it leads to complacency. And complacency is the enemy of progress. When you are complacent, you stop striving, you stop reaching, and you stop growing. You settle for mediocrity. But a person of strong character does not settle. They continually push themselves, knowing that growth and strength are found on the other side of difficulty. A person who consistently seeks comfort is often someone who avoids responsibility, avoids confrontation, and avoids anything that might disturb their peace. But peace without growth is a false peace. It is a fragile state of being that can easily be shattered the moment life throws a challenge your way. When you build your life around the pursuit of comfort, you are, in essence, building your house on sand. And when the storms of life come, and they always will, you'll find that your foundation isn't strong enough to withstand them. Contrast that with someone who embraces challenges and sees them as opportunities for growth. This person builds their house on a solid foundation. They understand that difficulties are a part of life, and instead of avoiding them, they confront them head-on. They recognize that every challenge is a chance to strengthen their inner resolve, to deepen their character, and to become more equipped to handle whatever comes their way. One of the greatest misconceptions people have is that avoiding hardship is the path to happiness. But true happiness, true fulfillment, comes from knowing that you are strong enough to face whatever life brings. It comes from having a deep sense of purpose and conviction that no amount of external comfort can provide. When you build a strong character, you are not easily swayed by circumstances. You don't crumble under pressure or retreat when things get tough. Instead, you rise to the occasion, confident in your ability to overcome. Strength of character is about standing firm, even when it's uncomfortable. It's about making decisions based on your values and principles, not on what will make you feel good in the moment. A person with strong character doesn't seek the easy way out, they seek the right way, even if it's the more difficult path. And in doing so, they become a person of integrity, someone who can be trusted, someone who others look to for guidance and strength. So as you journey through life, ask yourself, am I building my character or am I seeking comfort? Am I embracing the challenges that come my way or am I running from them? The answers to these questions will determine the strength of your character and ultimately the quality of your life. Building a strong character requires that you stop looking for the easy road and start seeking the path that will grow and refine you. It's not about avoiding hardship, it's about facing it head on, knowing that each challenge you overcome makes you stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Character is not built in moments of ease. It is forged in the fire of adversity, and the person who understands this truth will never shy away from discomfort. They will embrace it, knowing that it is the key to building a life of strength, purpose, and true fulfillment. Being soft, being too agreeable, or constantly accommodating can weaken your personal authority. When you allow yourself to be shaped by other people's opinions or demands, you lose a vital part of your self-confidence. People who are soft in their decision-making and outlook on life often struggle to assert themselves. They might be pleasant to be around, but over time they find it difficult to gain the respect of others. They become someone others expect to bend or compromise, and in doing so they give up the very authority they need to lead their own life effectively. Authority is something earned, not given. It comes from knowing who you are and what you stand for. Without that, you become a person who is easily influenced, constantly shifting your values and actions to please others or to fit in. This habit of constantly adapting to external pressures might feel like it's keeping the peace, but it's actually eroding your confidence from the inside out. The more you give in to these pressures, the more you begin to doubt your own decisions and judgment. And when you doubt yourself, others start to doubt you too. Strong character is built on the foundation of clear principles and the ability to stand by them, even when it's unpopular. A person who consistently softens their stance, who avoids confrontation at all costs, or who seeks validation from others by constantly agreeing with them, lacks the strength of character that commands respect. True authority is not about being liked. It's about being trusted. People don't necessarily follow those who always agree with them. They follow those who are firm in their beliefs and consistent in their actions. Imagine you are in a position of leadership, whether at work, at home, or even in your community. If you continually compromise your beliefs to avoid discomfort or conflict, those around you will soon learn that your word is not firm. They will realize that you can be persuaded or pressured into decisions that do not align with your values. Over time, your authority in their eyes diminishes. Why? Because you've shown that you prioritize short-term peace or approval over long-term respect and integrity. Now, being firm doesn't mean being inflexible. Flexibility is necessary in many areas of life, but there is a clear difference between being adaptable and being soft. Adaptability allows you to adjust your methods without compromising your core values. Softness, however, is about giving up those values altogether in order to avoid discomfort. People can sense this distinction. When they see someone who is firm in their principles but open to different ways of achieving goals, they respect that balance. But when they encounter someone who constantly shifts their stance to avoid confrontation, they lose trust in that person's leadership. A major problem with being too soft is that it leads to a lack of boundaries. Without firm boundaries, you allow people to cross into areas of your life where they shouldn't have influence. You might say yes to things you don't believe in or agree to responsibilities that aren't yours. Eventually, this wears you down. You begin to feel resentful, not only toward others, but toward yourself for not standing up when you had the chance. The more you give in, the less control you have over your own life. And with each compromise, you lose a bit of your personal authority. Personal authority doesn't mean ruling over others, it means ruling over yourself. It means having control over your decisions, your actions, and the direction of your life. When you are soft, you allow external forces to control those areas. You give away your power to circumstances, other people's opinions, or the fear of conflict. This is why softness, although it may seem like a harmless trait, is actually dangerous to your personal growth and leadership. It weakens your ability to lead not just others, but yourself. Gaining back that authority requires a conscious effort to stand firm on your values. It means being willing to say no when necessary, even when it's difficult. It means choosing principles over popularity. This doesn't mean you become rigid or harsh. It simply means that you stop allowing the fear of displeasing others to guide your decisions. When people see that you are consistent, firm, and reliable in your convictions, they will begin to respect your authority. And here's the key: authority built on firmness does not require you to force or control others. It draws people in naturally because people are drawn to those who are confident in themselves. They are attracted to leaders who stand for something, who are unwavering in their values, yet open to hearing other perspectives without compromising their core beliefs. In life, you will encounter countless situations where you are tempted to soften your stance to make others comfortable, to avoid conflict, or to win approval. But each time you choose softness, you give away a piece of your own power. Building personal authority means standing strong in your identity, being clear about your values, and making decisions that align with who you are, even when it's challenging. The result is a life of integrity, where your actions and words are in harmony, and where people trust you not because you always agree with them, but because you are consistent, trustworthy, and true to yourself. Stop being soft. Choose strength. Choose authority. Choose to stand firm in your convictions, and in doing so, you will build the kind of personal authority that not only commands respect, but also empowers you to lead your own life with confidence and integrity. Embracing accountability is one of the most powerful steps you can take in life. It's the acknowledgement that your choices, actions, and even your thoughts are all within your control, and therefore you are responsible for the outcomes they produce. When you accept this truth, you shift from a mindset of victimhood to one of empowerment. Many people live their lives blaming external factors, circumstances, other people, or bad luck for their struggles or failures. But when you constantly place the blame outside of yourself, you give up your personal power. You allow external forces to dictate your life rather than recognizing the authority you have over your own experiences. To embrace accountability means to take ownership of your life in its entirety. This isn't just about taking responsibility when things go wrong. It's also about recognizing that every action you take shapes your future. Many times, people avoid accountability because it's uncomfortable to admit when they've made mistakes or poor decisions. But here's the reality: no one grows from avoidance. Growth comes from the willingness to face the truth head on, acknowledge where you may have fallen short, and then actively work to improve. When you embrace accountability, you develop a sense of integrity that is unshakable. Integrity means that your actions align with your values, and you are honest with yourself about where you stand. This kind of honesty can be uncomfortable, especially when it forces you to confront parts of yourself that need improvement. But this is where real growth happens. By accepting accountability, you gain the ability to self-correct, to adjust your course, and to take intentional steps toward becoming the person you want to be. Think about the people you admire most. Chances are they are individuals who take full responsibility for their lives. They don't make excuses when things don't go as planned. They don't point fingers at others or blame circumstances for their situation. Instead, they acknowledge where they went wrong, learn from it, and move forward with a renewed sense of purpose. This level of accountability is what sets great leaders apart from everyone else. They understand that their success is not determined by external factors, but by their ability to take ownership of their decisions and actions. One of the most profound aspects of accountability is that it fosters trust not only in others, but in yourself. When people see that you are willing to take responsibility for your actions, they begin to trust you more. They see you as someone who doesn't shy away from challenges or make excuses when things go wrong. This builds credibility and respect in all areas of life, whether it's in your personal relationships, your career, or your community. People are naturally drawn to those who are accountable because they know they can rely on them to follow through on their commitments and stand by their word. But beyond the trust you build with others, accountability also strengthens your relationship with yourself. When you consistently hold yourself accountable, you develop a deep sense of self-respect. You begin to trust your own decisions and your ability to navigate challenges. You stop doubting yourself because you know that no matter what happens, you have the power to change your situation by taking responsibility and making better choices. This self-trust is crucial because it empowers you to pursue your goals with confidence and resilience, knowing that setbacks are simply opportunities for growth rather than reasons to give up. Accountability requires courage. It's not easy to admit when you've made a mistake, especially in a world that often celebrates perfection and punishes failure. But the truth is, no one is perfect, and failure is a natural part of life. What separates those who succeed from those who don't is not the absence of failure, but their willingness to own their mistakes and learn from them. When you embrace accountability, you stop fearing failure because you understand that each mistake is a stepping stone on the path to success. You learn to see setbacks as temporary, knowing that you have the power to course correct and keep moving forward. Embracing accountability also means recognizing that no one else is responsible for your happiness, success, or fulfillment. It's easy to fall into the trap of expecting others to make you happy or blaming them when things don't go your way. But when you place your happiness in someone else's hands, you give away your power. True happiness and fulfillment come from within, from knowing that you are in control of your own life and that you have the ability to shape your reality through your choices and actions. Accountability is the key to personal freedom. When you take responsibility for your life, you free yourself from the limitations of blame, excuses, and victimhood. You no longer feel trapped by your circumstances because you understand that you have the power to change them. This sense of empowerment gives you the confidence to pursue your dreams, overcome obstacles, and create the life you desire. It's a mindset shift that transforms how you approach everything in life, from your career to your relationships to your personal growth. Embracing accountability is about owning your power. It's about recognizing that you are the architect of your own life and that you have the authority to create the future you want. This doesn't mean that challenges or difficulties will disappear, but it does mean that you will face them with a sense of strength and resilience that comes from knowing you are in control. You stop waiting for someone else to fix your problems or give you permission to succeed. Instead, you take the reins and move forward with confidence, knowing that your life is in your hands. This level of accountability is transformative. It empowers you to take bold action, to make decisions with clarity, and to trust in your ability to create the outcomes you desire. When you embrace accountability, you step into your full potential and live a life of purpose, integrity, and fulfillment. Building a strong character requires the development of resilience, the ability to withstand hardship, adversity, and challenge while maintaining your values and direction. This is not just about surviving difficult times, but about growing through them. Too often, people shrink away from challenges or look for the easy way out, thinking that if they can avoid difficulty, they can avoid discomfort. But avoiding discomfort is not the same as growing. In fact, it is through challenges that we discover who we truly are, and more importantly, what we are capable of achieving. Resilience is the cornerstone of strong character because life is unpredictable. No matter how carefully you plan or how much you try to avoid trouble, difficulties will arise. People will disappoint you, circumstances will change, and obstacles will present themselves. Without resilience, these challenges can break you. They can cause you to lose hope, lose faith in yourself, or even abandon your goals. But with resilience, you not only face these challenges, you overcome them, and in the process, you become stronger, wiser, and more capable. Resilience begins with mindset. How you perceive challenges is crucial. People who lack resilience see adversity as a sign of failure. They view difficulties as evidence that they are not capable or that their goals are not achievable. This mindset leads to giving up. On the other hand, those with resilience see challenges as opportunities to grow. They understand that adversity is a natural part of the journey and that it does not define their ability to succeed. They view setbacks as temporary and as stepping stones toward a greater future. Developing this mindset takes practice. It requires you to reframe your thinking, especially in moments of difficulty. Instead of focusing on how hard something is or how unfair a situation may seem, shift your attention to what you can learn from it. Ask yourself how this experience can make you better, stronger, or more prepared for the future. This doesn't mean denying the pain or frustration that comes with challenges. Those feelings are real and valid, but it does mean refusing to let them control your outlook or your actions. Another key element of resilience is perseverance. Resilient people keep going even when the road is tough. They don't give up at the first sign of difficulty, and they certainly don't allow setbacks to stop them. This persistence is what separates those who succeed from those who don't. Many times people quit right before they are about to break through. They give up because the challenge feels too great or the reward too far off. But those with strong character know that success often comes just after the hardest part of the journey. They understand that perseverance is essential, and they push through, even when it's hard. Resilience also requires emotional strength. Life's challenges are not just physical or logistical, they are often deeply emotional. Failure, rejection, loss, these experiences can take a toll on your emotional well-being. Without resilience, these emotions can overwhelm you, making it difficult to continue moving forward. However, resilient people have learned how to manage their emotions, even in the midst of adversity. They don't deny their feelings or pretend that everything is fine when it's not, but they also don't allow their emotions to dictate their actions. Instead, they process their emotions in a healthy way, allowing themselves to feel without being consumed by those feelings. Emotional resilience is about understanding that emotions are temporary. No matter how intense a feeling might be in the moment, whether it's sadness, anger, frustration, or fear, it will pass. Resilient people remind themselves of this truth, and in doing so, they are able to stay grounded even in emotionally charged situations. They have developed coping strategies that help them stay calm and focused even when things are falling apart around them. This ability to maintain emotional balance is crucial because it allows them to make clear-headed decisions and take constructive action in the midst of chaos. Another important aspect of resilience is flexibility. Resilient people know how to adapt when circumstances change. They don't get stuck in one way of doing things or rigidly cling to plans that no longer work. Instead, they are open to change and willing to adjust their approach as needed. This flexibility is not a sign of weakness or indecision, it's a strength. It allows them to stay on course even when the path changes. Instead of giving up when faced with an obstacle, they find another way around it. This adaptability is essential for long-term success because it ensures that no matter what happens, they keep moving forward. Resilience is not something you are born with, it's something you develop through experience and intentional effort. Every time you face a challenge and choose to rise above it, you are building your resilience. Every time you encounter a setback and decide to keep going, you are strengthening your character. And each time you endure a hardship and come out the other side, you prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you thought. This process of building resilience takes time, but it is one of the most valuable skills you can develop in life. A key part of developing resilience is learning from failure. Failure is often seen as something to be avoided at all costs, but in reality, failure is one of the best teachers. When you fail, you gain valuable insights into what doesn't work, and more importantly, into your own strengths and weaknesses. Resilient people don't view failure as the end of the road, they see it as part of the journey. They take the lessons from their failures and use them to improve, to grow, and to move forward with greater wisdom and clarity. Resilience is about taking ownership of your life. It's about recognizing that while you cannot control everything that happens to you, you can control how you respond. You have the power to choose whether you will be defeated by challenges or whether you will rise above them. This choice is what builds strong character. It is what allows you to navigate the ups and downs of life with grace, strength, and determination. When you develop resilience, you not only become stronger, but you also inspire those around you to do the same. Resilience is the foundation of a fulfilling life. It gives you the strength to pursue your dreams, the courage to face challenges, and the wisdom to grow from every experience. And when you embrace resilience, you are no longer afraid of adversity. Instead, you welcome it as an opportunity to become the person you were meant to be. In conclusion, building a strong character is a transformative journey that requires intentional effort and a commitment to personal growth. It demands that you stop being soft, stop avoiding challenges, and embrace the discomfort that comes with real development. Accountability is the foundation of this process. empowering you to take control of your actions and outcomes. Resilience is the backbone that allows you to withstand adversity, grow through challenges, and persevere in the face of setbacks. Through embracing accountability, maintaining a resilient mindset, and developing emotional strength, you equip yourself to navigate life's unpredictability with grace and strength. Building a strong character is about taking full ownership of your life, acknowledging that while you cannot control every circumstance, you have the power to control your responses and grow through whatever comes your way. This path not only strengthens you internally, but also creates a ripple effect, inspiring those around you to rise above their challenges and take responsibility for their lives. By committing to this process, you build a character that is unshakable, a life rooted in purpose, and a legacy of integrity and resilience that will carry you forward through every season of life.